So this is the DJI Neo. I've been using it for some time now, and I actually realized that it has some issues that are probably going to be fixed with software. Here are some of those issues. The first issue is having the DJI camera and the gimbal stuck either vertical, looking up, or looking down straight. And when you initiate a takeoff, that drone will tell you that, hey, you need to make it face to face or look at someone. So that's one of the issues. I've reported it to DJI. If you have the DJI RC1, this is the DJI RC1 that came with the DJI Mini 3 Pro that you see right here. This remote is currently not supported on the DJI Neo. I sent feedback using the DJI support app to let them know that, hey, you know, a lot of us have this remote and we've put out almost, thousands of dollars to be able to buy this, and we need it to work with the Neo. So hopefully in future they might be able to make that happen. And at the same time, if you have the DJI RC2 controller and you want it to work with the DJI Neo, then there is a new firmware or software update that's available for the DJI RC2 controller. So you can go into your firmware on that controller and be able to update it. One of the things that you want to go ahead and do on your DJI application, you want to go on your iPhone and go to the App Store and search for DJI Fly. Now for me, I've already updated my application, but if this section that says open for you says updates, then you want to go ahead and update it. Or if you haven't downloaded it, then you want to go ahead and download it, because one or some of the recent changes that DJI added right here, they've added support for to make the DJI Neo compatible with the RC2 remote controller. So even though you are going to be updating your RC2 remote controller to a new firmware update, you also need to make sure that you are using the latest DJI Fly application, and there's going to be bugs and fixes, bugs and issues that are resolved with this update as well. So updating this is recommended. Another issue that I'm currently experiencing with the DJI Neo that I got feedback from one of my other friends that has the same drone is the fact that if you are trying to reconnect and it's delaying and it's just reconnecting even though the drone is on, is the fact that this issue is going to be addressed as well. And so let me just try again. What helps if this continues to reoccur is to close the application and then reopen it again. It's in some cases you might need to restart your drone as well, but this seems to be an issue that's hitting a few users but not everyone. And on the DJI Neo, once you update to the latest firmware, this issue, at least according to one of my friends, is resolved. And one of the other things that I want to show you that this has, that I've been experiencing, is the fact that I'm unable to go into my settings right here and go to the camera and select 1080p recording at 60 frames per second. So this, at the time I'm recording this video, is stuck at 1080p 30 Hz or 4K at 30 Hz. It won't give me these means to be able to change the frame rate, because if I want to record slow motion, then I want to be able to do 1080p at 60 Hz at least. Another issue that I'm experiencing with the DJI Neo is the fact that it's very hard for me to download pictures, and I'm thinking a software update is going to resolve this. You can see here, if I go to my album right here, it's gonna go into eco mode and will automatically disable eco mode once it returns to the normal screen. So I'll press got it, and at the same time you can see here some of the videos are recorded today. But right here, if I preview some of these, you can see the preview is good, but at the same time if I try and download, you can see, okay, let's give it some time and see if it actually downloads this time right here. So there's the progress bar right there, and it's taking forever to be able to download. So for some users, I noticed that even when they are shooting in 4K 30 FPS, the media downloads pretty quick. But for me, this is an issue that I'm experiencing, and you can see I've been testing it vigorously for different modes. Let me try maybe something that I downloaded today and then try and downloaded it right here without preview. You can see here the progress, it's very slow. So I'm hoping a software issue fixes this, and at the same time let me know if this is something that you are experiencing. Another issue that I'm hoping to this update or whatever that I have resolves is the fact that when I go into the settings right here, I don't have the ability to record audio, and you can see some of the functions here are locked. So if I click here, firmware update required, which leads us to the point of how to update our firmware on the DJI Neo. So this is the drone. It has to be powered on and close to your device. You can see here, if I put it close to my face, yeah, this is the drone as we go around. And so let me show you how you do this. And if we go back right here and go to the home page before we click go fly, you can see new DJI Neo firmware application is available, or not application, rather new DJI Neo firmware is available for download. So that's the one that we want to be able to get to fix some of the issues and enable some of the controls with the other controllers like the RC2. So if we go to where it says install firmware, you actually get to see more information on what this involves. So this is DJI Neo version 01.001.0100, and you can see added support for direction track, record audio via the app, which is one of the issues that I was experiencing, and I'm making this video to help you or help other users that might be having their drone gimbal camera or audio glitch at some point. And so they've added voice control when using the mobile application. They've added support for DJI Goggles 3, and they've added DJI RC Motion 3 and DJI FPV remote controller. So you can see this is amazing. And right here as well, you can see they've added support for the DJI RC2. Now the DJI RC2 looks like this controller, but it's the one that ships, I believe, with the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and it has two antennas right here, and it's pretty much identical to this besides the antennas, and that's something that they've added. And so added support for RC2 and RCN2, which is the same controller but doesn't have a screen. And you can see right here, it's installing the update. It's actually going pretty quick and optimize overall image quality. So hopefully after updating, it will fix the image quality issues or the grainy pictures that is recorded in 4K when you take a video, and fix some unknown issues. Now, do not exit the DJI Fly or disconnect the drone when this update is installing. And so you can see it's pretty quick. I forgot to check the update size itself, and when it's doing a software update, you can see the state of the drone right here. It basically is blinking yellow, and it's just going as we speak, and the progress is now on 94%. So let's just give it some time as it installs this update, and then we're gonna go back into the application and setting and see whether it resolves some of these issues and adds support for some of these controllers as well, and fixes some unknown issue, which I feel like that's very broad. Firmware update successful. Restart if device powers off automatically. So I'll go to DJI and then select Neo, select it right here, select it on the Wi-Fi network. Let's see if this time around it connects pretty quick. Okay, that's good. I didn't have to close the app or restart the device, which is something that's good. And now you can see it's pretty good and connection is successful. I don't believe before I used to get this green banner which was there, and you can see already some of the issues that I was experiencing on the DJI Neo are actually being addressed, and one of them is this microphone recording. And when I enable or click the microphone, it says use your mobile device or an external microphone to record audio for aerial videos during recording. Do not turn screen off or switch to other applications. And that's very good advice right there. And it's pretty cool to know that if you have like a microphone that you can plug into here, you can record using the microphone and you get better audio, which is something that's cool. So I'll click OK right now. And at the same time, if we go into our settings right here on the DJI Neo, you can see when we go to the custom mode, there's a new animation right there, and it says direction track basis, and it's actually one of 3 screens. So aircraft will follow movement of subject and record from a set direction. It can be from the front, it can be from the side. And then if you click next, pay attention to surroundings. After taking off, aircraft will fly backwards and hover at distance needed to recognize you, I guess. And then press next, return to subject. Subject stands still for 3 seconds, then aircraft will return to your subject using this new mode that has been added. So we'll click OK, and that is direction track. I believe on the Hover AX1, this is called dolly track, and you can see here it's a new mode that has been added on the DJI Neo, and it's called direction track. We just got it by doing a firmware update. And so here under this new direction track, you can see you have follow distance, medium, far. You have follow height, where you can choose low or high as well. And at the same time, I'm really interested to see if I go into my camera settings right here, I now have 1080p at 60 frames per second, which was missing before, and then 4K, of course, the maximum resolution at 4K in frame rate this DJI Neo can do is 30 FPS, which has now been fixed. I'll go here and then I'll play the quick shot. Okay, it loaded up faster than before, which is good. And if I go back and click on this and then say download, let me click where it says download right here. Now it gives me the ability to select download mode, whether I want to download full or download trimmed version. So let me say download full, and now let's give it some moment. Okay, I'll go to a different mode, for example. So if I go to, like, I believe this is orbit, and then click download, I'll download the trimmed version, and I have the ability to be able to choose a trimmed version that I want. So if I select here, I think I can select from this point up to like a new point where it stops. And then if I trim, then I have the ability to download that. And I can also resize this to download a smaller section. So if I click download, it now shows me percentage on a larger screen or a larger pop-up than what was there before on this small section. So let's see how long it takes. So after multiple tests, I can confirm that the downloading still takes a long time, even with the software update. Not sure why. Maybe it's my phone settings that I need to go through and make sure that I have enough storage, which I think I do. Now, one of the settings that it switched off after updating that was on by default is the skin effect. And if you turn this on, this was what it was on by default before I updated, and this turned it off, which is something that's good. And at the same time, if I go back and go to the controls and click on this section that said do an update first, you can see if I click on the check settings right here, I have the ability for more voice controls, and I can say voice wake up, initiate voice control with wake word. Do not turn off the screen or switch to other apps during the process. And I can say, hey fly. And if I turn this on, hey fly.
Waiting for your command.
And it says waiting for your command. Follow.
Follow. 3, 2, 1. Unable to droney.
Okay, so you can see, hey fly.
Here. I didn't hear you clearly. Please repeat your command.
Hey fly.
Go ahead.
Circle.
Circle. 3, 2. Unable to take off. Aircraft.
So you just put it up like this, and then it stops the takeoff motion because it's there. So now you can see you can quickly use voice control to be able to turn on these quick motions. And some of those are follow, circle, spotlight, 4-meter droney, 6-meter rocket, droney, rocket, close follow, 2-meter circle, which is something that's good. I think you can also say like 10 meters rocket. So let's try that and see. Hey fly.
Waiting for your command.
10 meters rocket.
Rocket. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Unable to take off.
So
Aircraft
it's able to do that. So whatever setting you can do here by going into the controls here and going into where it says snap, quick snaps, whatever setting you can do here, you can say far follow height high, I believe, and then it seems like it will be able to do that, which is something that's cool. And at the same time, you can see following closer, higher, lower, further, and you have safety where you can say land, stop, or brake. And there is no return home, by the way. So if you're using the manual controls, you have to land your drone manually, and because it doesn't have, I guess, the GPS sensors to tell it where it took off from so that it returns home. So it's very important to keep an eye on your battery. And those are just some of the things that software enables. I'm still going to be looking into the downloading files issue, why it takes so long, but most of my problems that I had with the DJI Neo have been resolved. The next thing that I'm going to be doing, since they mentioned they did a fix with the image processing and the recording quality, I'm going to be going to see whether it improved compared to what I had before. Because before, I don't know if you noticed some of my old DJI videos, when it was circling, it wasn't like circling in like smooth motion. It was like going in glitches somehow, or whenever it would rotate, you could be able to tell it wasn't as smooth as the Hover Air X1, and that was an issue. So hopefully that's been resolved. Do subscribe to see if that has been resolved, and I'll put like a before and after on another video once I test it out to show you how it looks, and then I'll give a solution on the recording video and download media issue that I'm experiencing. So other than that, that's the DJI Neo drone. The way software sometimes fixes most of the issues and bugs that people are experiencing. If you're experiencing some issues that haven't yet been resolved with the software update that I just updated to, then do comment them below. Maybe some other users might have solutions for you who have experienced the same issue, and at the same time we can also report them to the feedback app for DJI so that they know what's going on. So that's about it for me. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.